My voice is kind of like raspy because, again, I was up pretty late, at the lake and, just driving around or whatever. And I didn't get much sleep. And then I just kind of had to release something, some type of energy I feel today. But I feel like this also has something to do with the night, okay? Because we have all this energy about these thoughts or something. I feel like, I don't know why I'm feeling like witchcraft or sorcery is behind this, but I don't know. Maybe there's not these cycles anymore. I feel like something, two entities or two energies have had a hold on someone or something like this, okay? Is what I'm picking up for a while, because usually this thoughts card always comes up in the upright, but lately it's been coming, or the last two times I feel it came out in the reverse. And I'm just thinking, hmm, I don't know if something is a forced something. I don't know. We have manipulation here as well. And again, the illusion card is still standing out to me. We have the Empress here in the upright, and then we have the World card below her. I have it kind of like the World card is on the table right here, what I'm looking at, and the Empress is standing up like a picture frame. All right. And I don't know, because I feel like it's something about 15 as to when something happened or something like this. Okay. Um, yeah. And the way the card was tilted, you can only see the lower half of the woman on the World card. Man in the Anunnaki or foul energy or Aquarius Scorpio energy is out like of the picture. So again, no more waters there. Okay. Something about even Water Street. I took a picture at this building and I realized it was on this street called Water Street in Milwaukee. And I really didn't realize that at first, but with those gargoyles. So sometimes I don't understand why. That's why, people know probably better about what's coming out of me or what's being professed more than I do. Okay. I don't know how much is too much or not enough, or, like I said, I don't know how to be trying to manipulate nobody or nothing. So I don't know, it's real. It's like, it's like raw. Um, but I'm noticing that the Anunnaki energy is covered up right now. And I don't know, there may be a sense of sadness somewhere within here, whatever this energy may be. Okay. I see man is still there, okay, on the card. So I just scooted it up, right? And I'm just realizing that man is still on the left of the card, but the Anunnaki energy is is gone, but there's still wind. The Anunnaki energy is still picking up wind, is what I'm seeing from this card. And I feel like that's Aquarius and Scorpio at the top. But there's that two-facedness of, I feel like the chattel races or groups in their mind. And there's like a ripple effect coming off the top of this cow's head. And it makes me think about, like, this is what these people create in their subconscious, or some way of thinking here, because it's almost like, oh, that person, like, okay, this is what I'm picking up on. This could be the sins of the father kind of energy or something like this, but mm-mm. This is people that have always seen your light some type of way. The horns on this bull are yellow. So I feel like this is the ripple effect of people that have deep thoughts about you some kind of way. They just don't like, they're bothered by your light, or they're bothered by something about you. which is why maybe some people didn't ever fit in. Even when you found like you thought you fit in, you realize you didn't. People were just using you or something like this, okay? And then they turn you into like the ugly person, or they try to do that to the core by creating a certain narrative or picking one thing, one mistake, or one thing that you did, or one pattern that you had going on in your life that you don't operate in. But I feel like people will try to anymore or whatever, okay? But they will try to bring something back up or something like this. But I feel like, again, with this chattel energy, these are people that know that you have had a calling. I don't know how we're all geared or trained, okay? But they knew, all right? They knew. They would either stay close or look up to you from the side or something like this, or talk down on you or something like this, or think that their material things or positions in society or school or something was more than, it's something about this. All right, so these are the people that are creating karma. Now that they see that some people are being exalted, or the world must maybe take a second look at someone's energy, I feel like this is the energy of the karma. Is just those people that's mad at you. This could be a girl that a boy never liked. They've been friends and he never liked this person. All right, and then you came to this new place or whatever, and then the person automatically like you, and the girl hold that resentment against you your whole life, right? This could be somebody like, again, nobody should be doing certain things, but this could be somebody that sneak around or go in. Now listen, okay, now if you find an email or you find something like this about a spouse or something doing something or whatever that you really just want to know, you start snooping around, okay. But I feel like when we're talking about going into somebody's Akashic record or doing something like a dude that only certain people should have some type of access to or something like this, okay, to find out something about somebody and your feelings is hurt, nobody have no business. I just feel like nobody have no business doing that. I do. Everybody deserves to have their own secrets or whatever. If what I was doing was not harming you, or I didn't bring harm your way, it's best you probably don't know about it if you didn't know about it or something like this, okay? But I do feel like, again, there may be, like, again, I feel like repenting is enough. Turning away from something is enough. How do I know that you think that you know something if you don't speak to me directly? I respect somebody that can speak to me directly. Again, I feel like I'm in that energy where God is not a man that he or she shall lie. And I just don't have no time for it in my life today. But this is because of this transformation. This is not, nobody's perfect, and I have not always been like that. Now, and I have not been a blatant liar either. But I feel like, again, in some instances, I feel like I was being ridiculed by these masculines while they were dealing with feminine energies that I know are liars. And they were trying to, kind of like, shade me or something like this. Okay. So this is a realistic energy force or whatever that's going on here. And maybe some of you have experienced these same things. It's all about calling the good evil and the evil good. Also, doppelgangers in this whole smash and grab energy. I wonder if this was to wreck some of our records or something like this. Okay. Especially those who was going to be somebody. Okay. I feel like this energy, with the way that, I'm not going to pick it up, but the way that this ripple effect is coming off the top of this cow's head, this is like deep thoughts, or people just like in their head about how to get you, how to hurt you, how to this, or that one time when you did this, or, and if they really take a second back and look at the storyline here, they'll realize that you really probably didn't do nothing wrong in some of these instances, okay? And that's why I don't really do karma energy. And again, I feel like, so again, me being slow to anger when it comes to this so-called collective antichrist abuse or something like this. Does it matter that somebody is slow to anger if you only going to emphasize on the outbursts? It's I don't know. I just feel like there's this whole energy of, because they're bringing up that whipping again of the border patrol energy. And if we just look at that whole thing, I mean, it's not what they're making the see. And see, that's what it's so hard for me to express things, because we have all been trained to see everything upside down. It's like, so I don't know. Like, karma is really just, again, people, this could be somebody using technology or something, going into your Akashic, finding these particular people, and also sending signals out to them to have some type of animosity towards you, and let that build and build and build and build and build until these crazy people, try to, target or send energy your way or come your way or find out where you live, or it's something like this. This is like, It's like cyber galactic something else bullying. It just really is. That's the Antichrist. It's not, I don't think it's a person. They can't break my spirit though, okay? So with the lion, I mean, okay, but we know that in my other cards, when that wheel of fortune breaks, or that the snake goes down with the cattle, and the devil goes down with the lions, and hides behind or in front of the lions. And the lions are ear hustling and listening. If you can see how this ear is sitting in here, like protruding through this barrier here, his ear or his hair. Okay, this might be somebody using as a child as a conduit of energy source to the mother. All right, so this child could be in the heavens with the father, and the mother could be considered an earthly being. This could be some kind of confusing to viewing, because we bring everything into real time here. That could be viewing from a distance and wants this feminine energy. And I'm just thinking that there was misplaced lordships and things given out. This is, it ain't even nothing I think, is what I know. Past, present, or future, you take it how you want. This cycle has reoccurred many times. I feel like these people are in a rush to get back at God, or get back, or something like this, okay? And then they appoint these, this could be all, okay. I feel like I'm just, I don't know, I'm hearing Prince Hall, Freemason, all the way home from the grocery store. I kept hearing dirty Moors. So I don't know. I'm looking at this wand in her hand, and one is dirty. It's giving me black Moor and white Moor energy. Same thing as the high priestess energy. It was making me think about the coconuts, okay, on Moana, when they almost got the heart of Tafiti. I feel like this is these people trying to use laws or lies or something here in order to obtain control over this masculine energy. Okay? Now this is getting very interesting here. Yeah, this is getting very interesting here. Because we have discernment. I feel like, again, somebody's like trying to smooth somebody over with that flattery. It's your day, or this flattery, like something like this. But there's something about secrets though here. This is what it's like when you don't play for neither side. And actually, you could be, again, God can be God is not good all the time. God can be good, and God could be, as bad as, the devil. Hell, we may just be talking about that. And as an extension to God. 0 to 100. See, just because somebody is slow to anger don't mean when they get there, it's not going to be an eruption. We pulled that energy of that Queen of Pentacles last night with the steam coming out of the volcano. So I feel like this has something to do with the water. Now, the water supposed to be absent right now, right? Okay, I'm just saying that's what we were picking up in the text, and that's what I was telling y'all already I was feeling, and it came out in the cards as well. So again, there's something being protected here, though. This healing energy here. There's some healing energy. Something is going to be healed or protected here, okay? And like I was saying, I was saying to myself, a lot of times it be your own type of people or your own people, but then also it be people that you don't even know. You don't even know. You might only cross them. You spent like a couple minutes with these people in your life, if ever. So I feel like, again, this is whatever to do with some type of ships here. All right, that's not sailing in here. This may have something to do with this particular type of Moorish energy, them trying to do something with laws or lies or legalities in order to own a certain group of people or somebody or something like this. Okay. And then we have this energy here of this, I don't know, these are like in French or something like this. Okay. um but maybe this is the it said, it looked like it say 17 to me. All right, but I don't know what this. I think I see Sagittarius energy in those stars. Okay. I was up looking at the stars at the lake last night, and then this is giving me the energy of like at the lake last night, because I was standing there, right? And so, I was standing there because I was tripping out or whatever. I seen it was something about three, right? And so I seen these three guys fishing. I think I was remembering what we were talking about earlier. And then other fishermen came in or whatever too. But it was late, and I was standing there like looking at the water or whatever. And then I'm like, because I know, again, where I was at, I feel like that is it has something to do with, whatever lays of the land when we're talking about Cleopatra in those times. But we have Vesta with home sitting here. And this is what I'm saying. I feel like what I'm sensing is something very strange. And we're not going to speak about it because I feel like it's not for me to. I feel like whoever need to know already know. Okay. But this about underwater activity in places. Okay. And I was like mermaids was on my mind. Okay. Mermaids was on my mind. All right, now this could be, like I said, some kind of friendship or some kind of ship or something that is going to be in reverse or something like this, okay? I feel like some of these energies or these Lord energies or God's energies or whatever these beings' energy, they like people with empty or seemingly empty minds on the outside. But I feel like that's that scribe something in me. And the fact that the words are in, and this is like a task that source gave me, that I don't know, it's just, I don't know, I think it rubs people the wrong way automatically, because it's like that cognitive dissonance, I feel, energy. But I was sitting there and I was just looking at the water or whatever, and I seen them fishing, and I was like, where are the fish or whatever? And I'm like, I don't know, I'm just like looking at the water, I'm like, where are you little fishies, come here. And it's just funny because I was standing on one part, and I heard like a little bit of movement or whatever. A couple fish, playing around over here or whatever, big fish. They were big, okay. And then I moved around like to this like other area where there's like this thing of rocks and things like this. And I was just like, cause I was trying to, I don't know, I was walking away, but also I was like, I wonder if I can command these fish to come over here, and so these men can get some fish in their buckets. Like I just, because this is like I feel like people have to have a level of imagination or something like this. Okay, I don't know. I just feel like it's safe for me. It feels good to me. Okay, I don't know, but it could also be something else that's in you. Okay. And so when I said that, I was tripping out because all these fish start like, not like a whole bunch like this or whatever, but it was like plop, 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 plop. And my head was just going back and forth. I was just looking at where all these fish were at, but they weren't, they were like coming in from like by me, but the fishermen were like on this side. And so I was walking to, I could have went straight up the hill, but I wanted to see if I could call on something. I don't know. I was just feeling like this King Triton, some Prometheus. I don't know. I was just feeling something. All right. And so I got excited. Said, "Ooh, oh, there he." No, so it's like a little girl or whatever. I don't know, because my family are fishermen. My aunt, she will gut some fish up, and you couldn't stand being around it. I cannot stand the smell of. Now again, I like to fish, but I didn't like to put the worm on the hook. I don't like to put the worm on the hook. Okay, and then I don't know. It's just this energy too of. I remember being at my grandma's house, and when my aunt, they would come back from fishing, she'd be, you know, because she don't really get like excited all the time about this, whatever. I knew she was or whatever. Okay, so they would pull that little table out, and I remember it was those ones that got like the leather fluffy part at the top, the playing card table, with the metal legs, the 4 legs or whatever, the rectangle ones. And then like the guys and stuff would come through, but she really liked to be at peace and scale them fish. And I remember we would be outside on the other side of the house, and it's like you could smell it. It's like you could I can still smell it right now. The smell of fish scales and guts on newspaper. Ugh. So I don't know. It's something about that. Okay, it's something about that or whatever. I don't know. This is like a childhood memory or whatever. So I stood there at the lake a little bit or whatever. And then I don't know why I wanted to come back to the lake. Like I left, and then something told me to come back to the lake. And I just came back, and I was just sitting there looking a little bit more or whatever. And then I ended up leaving again. Okay. But I just thought that that was pretty cool though. Because I feel like as soon as when that happened, then I started moving this way, somebody caught a fish. But I feel like they were having some technical difficulties with it. But it was a big fish. And he went to get that big old green net and everything like this. You know, so it was just something. I feel like there was also, you know, just the energy was on something else. It was something else going on there. All right. Because also I feel like that's the place where I go. I feel like, yeah, something happened there possibly in the past with maybe a masculine of mine. All right. I feel like somebody already knew that this was going to happen, and they think that by them countering my messages, by breaking to my Akashic with Wata energy, that they're going to tell these stories and make it look like I'm doing something wrong. You see? Because I go outside to my car and grab something out of my car, and I take a moment to sit up and look. I apologize because I like nature. All right? I can also sit in it, get dirty in it, take my shoes off in it, roll around in it, whatever. That's just what type of girl I am. Okay. But I can also, you know, get dressed in, you know. But they do these things. They try to use this they try to be like somebody else's energy, I feel. You know, and I can just send, you know, I just like to talk about signs and things like this, just in, you know, for I guess it's for people that be feeling like they tripping. Because you're not. And say again, you go out, I go out, and sometimes I might just say hello to the moon, okay? And just say, go ahead and, you know, just keep me, you know, keep us protected, you know, into the night or whatever, or something like this, you know. And then the next day you'll hear people say, oh my, because they know all eyes are on you or watching. They'll do a video, and since they're well respected because they're very polite, seemingly, on the outside. See, remember, I could see I could see the sores. Oh, I can see the souls of these women. Now, again, Secret came on while I was down at the lake. But we have Secret in reverse here. Because I feel like this is buyers something, okay? Some buyers. There might be people looking to buy someone. Well, it came out, so I'm about to say something. But again, could be someone for sake. I think this is keepsake. This was keepsake last night, but it's covered up right now. Usually my table is telling me something still the next day. All right? Where it said buyer's remorse, it says buyer's sake. This could be also, I'm hearing a mature woman being turned in reverse or something. The way she's holding her stomach is like she's embarrassed or ashamed of something that has happened to her womb or her private area. Okay? And we have lovers sitting right on top of that. That makes me think that maybe this has something to do with this here. All right? Something about exercise. Maybe this may be like some type of misogynistic energy here. Okay? That maims their handmaids or their people some kind of way to benefit their pleasure because they feel like they can. This could be a lover situation where somebody wants to, we have marriage covered up right now, the way that the cards are laying, and we have coffin. All right? Somebody wants to be lovers with somebody. Again, 15. Maybe they want that 15-year-old thing back and whatever they met when they were 16. Or something like this is in reverse. I don't know. I feel like there's some manipulation of men here, period. On a feminine's life, or a god, this is, or God's life, that they should not never had any type of say so over. This is like somebody trying to capture God and put her in a fucking hijab and, you know, close her up in the house or something like this, okay? When there's work to do on this plane. We have a secret marriage under here. Sudden wealth in reverse, because I feel like somebody's seeming like they're doing this, but it's about some type of wealth here. We have Tao, okay? So Dow for dowry. This is the way that the card is sitting right here. The only part I'm trying to see, okay, is window. But we're having Dow. This could also be the Dow's being up or down because it's in reverse here. Something about the stock market. We have hide. Money for nothing. But again, that's in reverse, so it must be money for something. And we have one. Technology. Ew, technology. N is covered up. So we have ew. So these are just like little keywords and things like this that I'm pretty sure will resonate with people at some point in time when I'm doing what I'm doing here. So this EU, I mean, or ew, like EW, like ew, or a ew, you know, sheep technology. So this could be talking about something like that. I guess it's not a secret anymore because they've already done whatever they're doing, or they feel like nobody can do nothing about it, or this is the way it's just supposed to be. I don't know. But this kind of tripped me out a little bit about this whale energy. Because my phone just died and I use it for a remote control for my stick. And I seen the whale spit, the Lord commanded the whale to spit up something, okay? It's almost like when I go down there, I'm just relaxing in that peace. But I feel like something happened to a masculine energy there. We have coffin sitting here. And we have distant horizons in reverse, okay, for whatever that means. But this is covering up a house. This death is to cover up a house here, all right? All right, we got this occupation. I feel like to change someone's occupation. Really, a lot of this stuff, I feel bad because I feel like a lot of this stuff is happening to this masculine because he is my match. And I feel like we both probably didn't know what to do about this at some point in time. Now they're remaking Romeo and Juliet with this other person that just, Rosalind or something like this. I haven't watched it yet, but I just said that's very funny. Because I feel like this is what they're trying to change some type of something here. I don't know. This got to be a very powerful mother chucker. All right. I told y'all I'm about to do better. I can be compromising a little bit. Okay. I can understand a little bit some things. Okay. So somebody want that old thing back. But I feel like somebody is not in high honor anymore. All right. It may be because of marriage to someone else, or because of a marriage, or because somebody was connected to a marriage. But I feel like these people can't say anything about this because I feel like even in my case, this, whatever this is like someone beating your husband over the head and taking him away, kidnapping him, and he's in Stockholm syndrome with somebody for 15 years, and he comes back around you, and there's a clone there. How can you shame or ban this person? That's still his wife. Unless somebody tried to do some sneaky things in the background because of some dirty feminine. And then they regret doing that. It could be a Delilah, a witch. She was a witch, a false person. These type of witches here, all right? If you experiencing poverty, I feel like that's what they can either make or break you, because if they're working for a certain group or I don't know why I hear federation or nation or something like this, okay? They can make or break you. God ought to, let me tell you one thing. No matter how people treat me or what people think that I have, God has a way. Something higher than me has a way of blessing people around. Matter of fact, it's making me think about going back into the book, The Spring. because that's what the woman was saying to him. It'd be best you be nice to her because of her father's position or something. So believe me, somebody looked at all this energy of what we're going through today, and they already came up with a plan years ago to end whatever this is or do something. And I feel like there's another group of people that were working to bring it back. We have to be careful that we are not calling the wrong ones evil and the wrong ones good. That's why I have this. I feel like I've had this skill of discernment, but I feel like also somebody was trying to mess with that as well. Because sometimes when I am getting into it with Taurus, there is a connection. I don't care what nobody say. These men are connected some kind of way, whether they took something oath or something together. I don't know. Or just because they were with me or around me or close to me or meant something to me, known me or something like this, okay? That sometimes I feel like this Taurus is getting it for Scorpio or Gemini or the other Taurus or somebody else or the other Scorpio. He's getting it. We have this false person back here, but there's another masculine behind her with a mask on too. I feel like this person might be a false person because this person was taken out of poverty, but it's problem, reaction, solution. These women are the reason why these men went into poverty in the first place. So, hey, come here. Put your head on my breast or my lap. I've been studying you. I've been paid by the government to love bomb you and breadcrumb you and lead you astray. Not just mentally, but physically. Away from God. People say, why did God say don't worship them idols? It's just, it ain't like you have to worship me. But no, it's just was taking heed. It's not meddling is not being manipulated, is not being, it was out of pure love, whether somebody wanted to remain around somebody or not. I don't force my stuff down nobody's throat. I don't. So this could make them think, hey, if you're around this feminine, that's why you don't have this, and this. But they're able to bliss or fake bliss these masculines. I'm just letting y'all know. Because again, I go into everything with no expectations. That's why it's a little bit easier for me to heal from things. I don't think it's a hardening thing or anything. I just feel like it's the way that God made me. I do. We have truth and ascension here. I feel like whatever gifts I have, I was born with. I feel like they steady trying to get some masculine swooped up like, oh, you've been around her. You told her. You gave her this or something like this. And I don't know. I just don't think so. I think that, but it's almost better for people to believe that than to believe that someone is the real energy here on this earth. Okay? But it doesn't matter what they think. I feel like I'm not even supposed to be here breathing today. But these demons have ways of trying to antagonize and say it's from God. And there are some things that come in from source, okay? That I have to take heed to. But we have the river here, we have judgment, and we have the witch healer in reverse, okay? Judgment being called on a witch healer that's in reverse. And I'm wondering where they're placing the punishment. Because this is making me think that is it God or a higher power that's judging someone right now? Or is this somebody trying to put somebody back through another cycle for the public that have no business judging anyone in my likeness? Because there's nothing that I have been doing within the past, since I feel like I've been under review, all right, that would make somebody think that I'm a threat to society or anything. Again, a couple bits of anger, but Christ had passion. If he had passion, that means he was angry sometimes, or she. Somebody's just mad because I'm saying it's time for some of these women to go. It's time for some of these men to go. It's time for some of these androgynous or transgender beings to go and be bound until their day of judgment or something like this. I feel like somebody tried to flip the script and put that on somebody else like me. Now, it may be able to convince society but it can't convince me. It just shows me the true colors of those entities. The sound that still resonates. I don't know why I'm here like splashing water, like a splashing something. We have prized possession because everybody wanted, okay? I feel like this masculine had to really go through a lot on this plane for a feminine energy here. And I'll just say, I feel like my masculine at some point in time went through a lot. The origin of the scar, and then sweets or sweetie. So but somebody haven't been there in a long time, someplace, and then what was wanted. So again, I feel like this has something to do with I don't know, some kind of capture and release. This could be of somebody's mental, of their energy, or of something else here. It says something about because it's tradition. Somebody's running from something. Okay, something about television. All right, and then some ceremony here. I'm wondering if this is like, again, all these traditions killing freedom. I wonder if this have something to do with a certain group that lose their freedom to these particular other groups, and they're being blamed for people attacking them. It's something like this. And how having the Gnostics around would have been beneficial to these people, but I feel like out of jealousy, envy, and spite, and like, how did they know this or that or whatever? I feel like this is what happened with people, you know? So physical training is in reverse. So I feel like somebody doesn't want someone to get some type of training, whether it be physical or otherwise, for some type of gift or something here. Yeah, because we have the hearth here. Happiness in our hearts and home. And something is in reverse here. But this may be something about being with temperance in reverse. This may be something about training, like relocating or movement forward to something here to get some type of help or training or something. This could be, again, like I said, mentally or physically. But I feel like this also is bringing me back to this energy of this high priestess in reverse and this knight of wands, because I'm figuring out that when they're talking about those people on those horses or whatever, mounted up on those horses that were whipping someone. I don't know. I'm seeing like an older lady tarot reader with a whip. She might have this same kind of stuff right here, like this on her thing as of the past couple days. I feel like people do stuff like that to make me think somebody's been around my house or in my stuff, especially if it's a feminine energy that I know is very powerful with her skill. Okay. And I know that she might be connected to one of these masculines or connected to our energy field. They like to do stuff like that. They have somebody have the same exact thing that I have or something. Now, this stuff, I bought this like 6 years ago, and I just was cleaning out some of my stuff. So, again, I don't know how somebody would have the same almost stuff, but, you know, unless they got it from here. But, I mean, I don't know. They could get it from anywhere, okay? But I feel like, again, whether somebody got it from here or not, it's a whole tactic. This is, again, so we could go ahead and talk about this. These are the whips. So if somebody's saying we didn't see somebody whipping somebody, that's a lie. Mentally. Now, again, I put the definition for whip up on Instagram. All right. Short-term memory sometimes be off, especially like early like this. To me, this is still early. But if we knew what the whipping really was, and that it was, and I think it says something to move someone back and forth and all around or something like this. So again, if somebody is playing in your energy field, or you guys know how that feel, or if they're sending 5G targeting energy, or if they are doing that, you know, sometimes, you know, this is why I feel like a lot of people are smoking, you know, things to calm themselves or just get themselves in a zone or whatever, because we're constantly dealing with whatever this is with this tech war or something like this. Okay. These chemical and biological means of warfare. I'm not going to say it's not always been that way, because traditions can be also broken if they are. Now, these are the same people that are talking about things that hurt people's feelings, like saying gay. But there's something about Thanksgiving. There's something about the Vlad the Impaler. There's something about some of these things that I have to say it because it just was put on my heart. We got manipulation. So again, something about perception is everything, and visuals and things that we're being given, especially even on the. That's why I can't respect certain things. But I guess that stuff is not for me. That's for other people or something like this. Okay. Something with the manipulation here. Something just skipped my mind totally. So I feel like this high priestess in reverse is someone who hired a hitman to do something to someone. This could be to traumatize someone, to hit someone, or something like this. But what was I saying? Something about thrusting back and forth or something like this. Okay. So this could be a reason why, yeah. This could be how they could try to get people trapped in some type of mental illness, something to get a conservatorship over them so somebody can own them and have control over their assets and everything like that. This could have resulted in a death, though, of a masculine. A high priestess that's close to this masculine, or a baby mama of a masculine, had something to do with hiring a hitman. And I keep hearing, about a couple months ago, 4 to 6 months ago, I told y'all, somebody kept saying it was his baby mama. It was his baby mama. And I don't even know why. Because I feel like it's chaotic right now. The who's who. There's a lot of emphasis on my grandma's house right now. I feel like it's the abuse of the women, the American origine women, by these women that these men invite into our homes or our land or our reservations, or is something, because I just heard it was his baby mama, and this is sensitive. I'm not going to name the cousin. It's making me think about a cousin that was harmed very badly with a vehicle. I don't remember. I was young. I don't remember if they caught the person that did it, but it was a hit and run. That's that same family that aunt had a child with is the family I feel is intruding now. I'm hearing Bert. That could be somebody's name or something. But also I'm hearing something about, I don't know why I'm seeing a picture of, I'm just seeing a picture of somebody's baby mama that might have been injured in the vehicle situation. I'm trying to be, people say just because I speak how I speak that I'm harsh or something. Because like I said, this could just be energies or spirits that's attached to these people. It don't have to be them in particular. It may be somebody they know or something. But I'm just hearing it again. And I feel like this is this baby mama syndrome. What there's more witches in the world than we think, man. And I'm telling you, when we're talking about, we just get all in our emotions when we see these pictures of people burned or people doing, like this. We like to just, scoop everything into one. But I'm telling you, making some of these groups look bad is a bad thing, because I feel like those were the people that helped keep a cap on something. So while people want to get rid of things like the water, or maritime energy all together. These feathers keep making me think something crawling on me. Um, in military, again, because if we think about like the Navy SEAL, the Marines, there's a deeper level to something that be going on. Okay, we just gonna leave it at that. And a lot of these mass graves, I don't know why I'm getting this, y'all. I mean, people can be sensitive. You can be sensitive all you want. It was a cause for it. And since I made these reports with everyone else about these things now, making sure, but I feel like I was always different one or the weird one, because everybody was just like, oh, this is a black thing or this and that, and I'm just thinking like, no, I don't know, I came for like equality or something like this. Maybe that might be why people turn their back on me or something like this. All right, but I feel like, can you not please? I feel like there's a reason why for some of these mass graves. I'm sorry. Oh my goodness. There was a reason. There was a reason. I'm doing a live, please. No protection. I'm telling you, this is all a plan, though. People are saying, well, oh, well, bridges burn or whatever. Like anybody relayed any energy or any information. Oh, this is why I feel like whatever they're doing, it's just going to be failed. It took you this long, we get to this point, and you still got to be on games. Somebody wants so bad for it to say, Shay Seeking, it's your fault that it all happened. It's your fault that it crashed. What was that? Okay. I don't know why I'm getting Gacy energy, because I think this guy played him in a movie or something. We're going back to American Horror Story. To be his prophetic shit. I don't know about you. But going back to that energy, when his mother was like, you're pathetic, you're this, you're that, you're that, you're that. Somebody wants so bad to say, it's all your fault. This is somebody that may not have given you not one clear indication or message, except for there's a connection here between us. It's powerful, and there's something we have to do. But anything else, you don't know about the intricate things. They share these things with everybody else. This is somebody that just couldn't stand you and wanted you to fail in the first place. This is somebody saying, if I'm hearing in the Bible when it says something about listening to the people that someone sends someone. Honor your mother and father. But again, what about the ones who have abandoned certain children, who have been playing favorites and who have chosen not to support or something another child out of jealousy, envy, and spite? It all has to play out some type of way. But in reality, that child that they make these constraints, they mess around or with people's destiny and try to be like God and play God and giveth and taketh away energies and block people and cut off connections and things like this when they want to, or because of their own wants and needs. And again, it's something about the teacher's pet. They had to have source look at somebody not like their teacher's pet anymore, or their favorite apples of their eye or something, in order to inflict these things. And then their way of overpowering that energy and then killing the papa energy, as possibly saying, listen, we did these things or whatever, and you woke up feeling some kind of way, and we will do more worse than that. whatever. If dad wasn't around, we'll kill your ass. Is what basically what they're saying. But I still walk around like jolly and happy. But I feel like, again, this energy, I feel bad because I feel like, what are they saying to masculine? Which could be the Christ or Yeshua energy. Again, we have a wounded warrior, but this wounded warrior is in reverse. So maybe they're using other measures in order to protect something here or someone. We have fire and passion. Like I said, I feel like somebody could also get somebody to this energy too. It's a lot of manipulation going on here. I'm just an identifier in something of this kind of stuff. All right. So I don't know. Just take it how you want to discern it. I don't want people to think like me. I just want people to think or see, so. And I do know that other people are going to come and do greater things, right? So when I'm talking about the mockery or something like this is more those people that are trying to obtain what I have for themselves, use it for themselves, grow themselves, and they are a part of the replacing the original ones with AI or soulless beings or other entities here, instead of using who God sent. They want to send who man sent. So this could be this thing of some people being maybe hybrid, because again, there's this whole thing about the Son of Man being then exalted. Was the idol an idol or the original? Was somebody swapped out or not? Is it just the original one shine so bright that you already had a backup ready? That if somebody took a deep breath, it would be a problem. Everything is a problem to make it seem like, it's something here of heavy manipulation. But again, we got the Four Swords in reverse. This masculine may be weary or weighed down here and need his real empress. And we got the Sword of Truth right here at the top. I feel like this represents me with this masculine. When he calls on me, I get the blade out and that's it. All right. And I feel like, again, in another realm, he does this for me. It's something about us being twins or something like that. And this is right here when I'm saying on this page of swords. So this may be a sun energy. This could be a Christ energy here. All right. But this hidden talents is in reverse here with this night song here. All right. So I don't know. I realized that there was, again, like I said, I don't know if this is beneficial for someone or not, but I noticed that when I woke up this morning, I was scrolling through. Already since, like, when I was out last night, okay, some songs that was like saying like back away from my man or something like this or something. I don't even know why somebody be sending that. I don't even know where these people is at, but they just try to bombard my stuff with that, my Pandora with that kind of energy or whatever. And then I know Smooth Criminal came on. Usually when Smooth Criminal come on, I feel like there's an assault around the house. So, and it usually happens when I go for a late ride or to the lake, which I rarely do. I can already feel a sense of heightened something like, okay, damn, it's a good thing you didn't go out of town or go, to a hotel today or something like this, for the weekend to rejuvenate or whatever. It's a good thing you didn't do that. And I'm thinking, why? Because I feel like something else is going on here. I feel like some of this stuff also is a way for somebody to lead someone away from the real thing, okay? And so that someone can be a succubus, incubus at your home. So it's funny because I came back and this is the second time now. So I feel like this could be also one of those controlling, obsessive Lord energies. All right. It's just what I'm seeing. Or their woman or something like this. Again, using their power and authority the wrong way. This same woman had this energy on her desk. I mean, you could artistically, you could just, saying my eyes put things together. Was never there before, but they definitely put it there. All right. To let me know something. Okay. And so the last time my daughter got sick was a while ago. All right. Somebody trying to block something here or something like this from somebody from moving forward or It's something happening here quick. Okay. And so I feel like this person, the last time when this child got sick, I knew a witch was involved in it. She said she woke up in the middle of the night and she was feeling like she was going to feel sick or something, or she felt like something, okay? No, she felt uncomfortable or uneasy, my daughter. And I said, you know, it might have been around that same time when I was coming back home or whatever, because I felt like there was a succubus or like some type of feminine, you know, I'm telling you, girl, listen, I'm talking about somebody could be putting face paint on or putting dark clothes on so they can be hiding in the corners or something like this. This the type of animalistic kind of approach that we're talking about here, possibly, which could be good and bad. But I don't know if this was a message that that person has taken my hidden talent, or that that person has a hidden talent, and it could be camouflage, because we keep pulling up chameleon energy, salamander energy. Also, that king of rods, I feel like on the other thing has a salamander wrap. So I feel bad. I was just reading scriptures about healing. Okay. So I feel like, again, I don't want to, you know, stop right now and look at that. But I put in, you know, scriptures about healing the sick. And I got a couple of things that I want to look into. But I feel like, again, this could be this energy here. Somebody has created something in a lab to try to be in the likeness of God. When we're talking about cups and wands. And I don't know. This could even be them, somebody sick enough to try to make somebody sick or something here. Somebody trying to make somebody sick here. Maybe that's why we got this, for, you know, because he's laying on like a casket or a box or like a sarcophagus kind of thing. I don't even know why this look kind of like this branch look like a dead animal or something like this, that's stiff, like rigor mortis or something like this. Somebody may have a gift to bring some. Again, what's going on is these people have jailbroken the American Empress, the most high energy on this plane today, and tried to retrieve or remove all of the powers that I would need to protect myself at this time. They did not do this to other beings. They are giving these gifts over, or these opportunities, or these type of whatever, over to these other entities to protect themselves so that they can continue to hurt people like me and whoever else will be like me. And what I said, continue to hurt. We got the king. I never even seen this with my energy here on this platform, except for yesterday. And this is still out here from that. The King of Swords and the King of Wands at the same time. So this is maybe like two nations fighting against each other in the womb. This could be in your space, in your town, in your jurisdiction, something like that. But we did pull war in reverse. So again, I don't like to finalize. I like people to come to their own conclusion. I'm just giving you the information. You know what I'm saying? You could use it, not how you want to, but place it where it go. Because we have risk here on the top of this deck here. But we got intentions with this wand energy. I'm telling you, we got intentions. I feel like somebody is trying to use some, for real. Somebody is doing something. Somebody wants somebody out of here. Somebody wants them out of my energy. And I'm wondering if it's these people that have been afflicting me the whole time. They just want to win at all costs. They just want to win at all costs and not have me with that particular masculine energy to link up, whether this is to learn from them. It may be something they need to show me, a message they needed to give me. These people don't want to do right by nobody. I'm hearing somebody, I hurt you 1,000 times. Okay? But they don't want nobody else to treat somebody well either. Not even to leave well enough alone. It is something like this. We got frustration here. All right? Some kind of wonderful here. All right? And then we have love here. Okay? All right. And then we have music. Okay. So there's something, like I said, and then we have move in reverse. So I don't know what we're really talking about here, y'all. This is really all over the place. But I'm hoping that, again, it makes some kind of sense here. Maybe people have been picking up on the same type of energy days, but the main thing that I wanted to talk about, you know what I'm saying? Okay? And I feel like somebody need to be prepared for it. And I feel like this is a cleansing. I keep hearing depopulation and all these things that these world leaders were doing. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. But we got 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody that wasted a whole bunch of money or ran through somebody else's money here. All right. We got the Wheel of Fortune in the upright. Something about this wounded warrior. Somebody might be getting reimbursed for something here because they were wounded on the field or while they were working. A lot of this stuff I feel was happening too. People were trying to be like, oh, I just don't want her to have my money, or I don't want to do this, or I don't want to be fair, or something like this. I feel like people are going to be losing everything anyways. We got a King of Wands here. Yeah, okay. This might be even a person that might have been out there, you know, wanding everything in sight, and or wanting everything in sight, and also, you know, winding up their fist against people, you know. I feel like these are like maybe that group of people that blame it on the man when it's really the man or the little boy that's inside of them that may have caused this chaos or caused them not to be able to love their women, or you know what I'm saying, like this. A lot of stuff be stemming from childhood like wounds in your household that people didn't deal with. There's a lot of, you know, again, people may think that families that discuss things and work things out, you know, or always arguing or always in a mess or always loud, you know, are a problem, but at least they're expressing something. I feel like people that sweep everything under the rug and keep a tight sealed lip, sometimes that could cause more problems. I mean, but maybe not. I feel like, again, we're talking about personal, just your at home, regular people family. All right. Who knew some of us were a part of royal families, or whether they were servants or the actual people. So we got a Hierophant energy here. All right. So the witch may be out. All right. And my thing is, hopefully they're not calling some of you witches that are actually sent to be connected to these people. It's the worst feeling in the world to know that you're innocent and these people have some kind of technology or something, but also they don't know as much as they want to put off that they know. They just want you to tell more of the story because they're obsessed. Yeah, somebody discovered something great here. All right. But like I said, somebody decided to take whatever was growing off of this wand and not and leave the wand. But I feel like now somebody wants to defend something. Okay. Or they feel bad that they didn't because it did come in kind of sideways. And I feel like it was maybe, again, for a 9 of Pentacles situation here. Which could have something to do with this High Priestess in reverse that was using their gifts the wrong way to tell people's account numbers and shit like this and how to get in people's houses. These are these High Priestesses, I'm telling you right now. A lot of these ones that I pointed out, that was their energy. But again, it's almost like somebody was creating something to help people that were in need. Okay. But I feel like there was also somebody that was creating something to just come after the Empress and tear her down and tear down her kingdom or something like this. Maybe a vulnerability being there because this woman maybe could have been, these are women like the widowers in the orphanum energies. So these could be people that you don't know that your original spouse was killed, executed, or removed, and that you're dealing with someone in the likeness of that person. So that means you can't even fight for, and then your livelihood or whatever starts to deteriorate. You can't even look to whoever this is because they didn't got a secret divorce and act like they don't owe you some type of alimony or some type of child support or something like this. And if the case was that clear and it was okay, then why again is the feminine energy kept away from it? Let's say that somebody trying to say, "Oh, the child ain't mine" or something. Okay, then why? That's a smoking gun, right? Even though I know people manipulating shit like that, and some of us been carrying other energies, just like I'm saying. Okay, some of your family members been swapped out a long time ago. So really, so that's just what I'm seeing. Somebody just don't like me because of my mindset. Because they have to admit that, again, they may have all-seeing eye energy, but I may have it too. And again, with a little bit of assistance, and that's why they keep on fighting to keep me in this energy here. With a little bit of assistance or something, they already know what the deal is. All right. So we got the unbreak my heart energy with this three of swords in reverse. It's me being maybe more defensive than cocky. All right, we got the devil in reverse at the feet of this feminine energy that they tried to do this to. And we have the the 10 of swords in reverse here. Because this devil energy, or somebody could have been in devil energy. Because I was thinking today, I'm like, oh, you and your anger, give me 10 hours, 15 hours, 2 hours sometimes to calm down from something. Because I was just like, I just was just seeing 300 type of energy. Just, you know, that song, I Only Have Eyes for You, came, and me and my daughter, she was like, this is the kind of, she's like, this is the kind of song that you listen to on a road trip. And I said, I was seeing something totally different. Because in my head, I was just seeing like one of the movies when it's like, she said, and it's probably like, I said, when somebody's wiping out like some zombies or something like this, you know what I'm saying? To get to their love or something like this. And she said, yeah, and they're going in slow motion. Because me and her do that or whatever, okay? And I said, and all I just see is like, and then a whole bunch of like stuff, blood and stuff like this or something. Like, I know it's creepy sounding, but it's really, don't play like y'all don't be in no movies like it's entertaining, okay? So that's just that. But again, it would be zombies or, like I said, heartless people or something like this already. So I feel like they've done everything to me. I feel like even if somebody's trying to look at me as a zombie or a dead girl, they never seen no one like me. Because I still have a sense of humanity. So again, the 8 of Wands may have people sending in some type of indirect or, indirect. All right. Yeah, indirect energy. That's what those whippings are talking about. Indirect current flow or ebb and flow of negative energy or spyware energy. Again, listen, most time, okay, somebody can know where you've been, right? Or what you've been doing because of maybe what come on your commercials, on your Pandora, or whatever else you may be watching or listening to. If you just were at the store getting some, I want to use like Swanson meat or something, I don't know. And then, you come home and Swanson meat is, so again, but if you go back, it's like that somebody been spying on you or tapping on your locations or your something, because maybe the grocery store you just left from, soon as you left there, a commercial came on for that grocery store. And then when you think, dang, I need some ketchup or something like this, which I actually forgot today, okay? And then something will send a receptor through your phone, and maybe within minutes of that, the same commercial or something will come on for that store. And then you're like, oh yeah, I need to go to the store. So it's something about what they're doing subliminally here. Now, this is all the old stuff we used to talk about on this platform anyway. It's not going to matter, though. And that's why I'm saying, if these people are so powerful and everything like this, whatever, and they want to go ahead and try to inflict gods with this energy too, okay. 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 You see what I'm saying? We got a King of Cups. It's giving me water energy. Maybe this is the first time a King of Cups might find out, hey, if I don't have those 3 and I just have 1, I could be abundant in a motherfucker with 1. Possibly. If I just gave to this person, just myself. Be myself and give myself, or just really take it there. I feel like this King of Cups energy, they could have these apples as like wise men or something like that, but you ain't got to marry no bitch. I mean, no witches. I feel like this was a way to defeat these men or women. I feel like calling some of us feminines that are seemingly more masculine, kings, is a way to send these vindictive women, succubus energies, onto you as well. It's something here. I feel like somebody even tried to plant some so-called gay stuff on someone for them to be punished some kind of way by some other beings here that don't, you know, it might be a tradition to them to do bodily genital mutilation or other type of mutilation for these type of acts, right? So these people, like I said, may be constructing something in a 5D or something that you're not even doing in order to get you in trouble about something here. So we have a Queen of Wands here. Like I said, the Queen of Wands gives me, again, female energy, but also transgender energy. This could be a female energy that uses a staff or something like this. Jesus had a staff too, though. So this could be a female. Like I said, we know that, Jesus look a little androgynous, okay? Androgynous to me, okay, well, I guess that was saying something that might not be all the way right, but to me is a mental factor. Like, think like a man energy. Transgender to me is people that have actually changed themselves. And there's nothing, that's not for me to, that's up to God. I'm just saying a higher authority or power or something like this.